Hak jing so kia halor ka jing o jing nam jong in nong song snong ka jala Meghalaya ya ka jinglong jingman habaro kawai kari India kam tam ya ka rukam tray kam ka sorkar National Democratic Alliance bat ki mat tray kam gi bathamai jong ka habayo ekalat banyakran bat uway na ginoy lam barang ba jong ka seng san perthay kabala remba pori India bat wadan banta banya teria tay niya nakapor sa kapor ha parliament Ujairam Ramesh ubalong UMP Haraja Sabha kilat patay kubor kilabo ika jingkali ka ay kabakum uriw rang ba ubalong ru unong song snong kari India uyo i ya kalaway jong kari India uni unong yalam ulaong ka India ka ba ula immanswa kam desu ka India ka badan ka jing so thu bat ka balong rang ba namar yamanta ka day tangkari ya ki barus pa bat banrap dak baong bakirit pa ha ka India bathamai klempep kin saja no su ulaong kasnam jong kari India kala kalarong namar ka jingtmu jong ki bayalam ya ka kala kala bat ongru baladaki la ban weng ya ka artikel lais pa nyopo kamdan jing ban pynduh ya ka artikel lais pa nyopwe ya ka 6 schedule bat kiwe.
Well, the India that I'm living in now is different from the India that I grew up in. The India that I grew up in was more tolerant, was more accommodative. Maybe it had less Hondas and less SUVs, and airports were smaller. It didn't have Vande Bharat train. It didn't have visible signs of development. But it was more tolerant, more accommodative, more understanding. It was a kinder, gentler India. This is a brutal India, where only the rich and the fittest will survive. And this is an India, I'm afraid, mark my words, this is an India where the majoritarian sentiment is very strong. So small identities, Khasi identity, Garo identity, Meitei identity, missing identity, Bodo identity, small identities are under threat. Because there is a dominant identity now pushing like a bulldozer. That is the biggest threat. India has been defined by its diversity, always. Always. The DNA of India is diversity. But that diversity today is under threat because you want uniformity. Everything should be uniform. One nation, one tax. One nation, one ration card. One nation, one leader. One nation, one party. We are one nation. Right? We have many cultures. We are different people, but we are one nation. No doubt about it. So use diversity to strengthen our unity. Don't use diversity to destroy unity in the name of uniformity. This is what the BJP does. Rewriting of history, rewriting of institutions, denying that anything happened before 2014. And going back 500 years in time and figuring out who the heroes are, who heroines are.
Do you foresee that the color of our constitution will change?
The objective of the RSS is to have a different constitution. No question about it. The RSS opposed Dr. Ambedkar. Okay? The founder of the Jansangh, Shama Prasad Mukherjee, was opposed to this constitution. But he accepted it at that point of time. They were deeply uncomfortable with this constitution. They are deeply uncomfortable with our political system. They want a presidential form of government, right? They are deeply uncomfortable with the fact that we are committed to secular values. Things like 6th schedule, things like Article 370. If they can remove Article 370, surely Article 371 can also be taken away. Surely 6th schedule also can be taken away. So the constitution is always under threat because they had no role in formulating the constitution. The BJP and the RSS, BJP didn't exist. The Jansangh came into being only in 1950. The Hindu Mahasabha, the RSS, which are the originators of the Jansangh and the BJP, had no role in the freedom movement, had no role in the making of the constitution. They opposed Mahatma Gandhi, they opposed Nehru, they opposed Ambedkar. They opposed Patel. Patel was the man who imposed a ban on the RSS in February 1948.
But sir, you're accusing the TMC, but the TMC themselves said that they are against the BJP. Why don't...
TMC has never been against the BJP. Mamata Banerjee was part of the NDA. She walked out of the NDA. Why don't she support the opposition candidate for the vice presidentship? Please tell me. What happened in the Darjeeling Pact, where Hemanta Biswa Sarma and Jagdeep Dhankar and Mamata Banerjee met in Darjeeling? And then she issues a statement that we are abstaining in the vote on the vice president. If she is so much anti-BJP, why isn't she opposing the BJP? Because she is vulnerable. Her nephew is vulnerable. So she'll blow hot and she'll blow cold. Morning she will be giving some signal she's against BJP. By evening, it will be together. It will be. I don't consider her to be uncompromisingly anti-BJP. No. She makes anti-BJP noises. But I have seen in Parliament, day-to-day basis, the tacit understanding that there is between the BJP and the TMC.
So what about
And the person singularly responsible for the growth of the BJP in West Bengal is the TMC. Singularly responsible for the growth of the BJP.
Meghalaya has gone from being a power surplus state to one that suffers from power deficit. Is this the Meghalaya we desire? For ourselves, it's time to speak up about the issues that are hindering Meghalaya's progress. Share your suggestions with Modi ji and become a part of Meghalaya's developmental journey. Give a missed call at 8360006060. Together, this 27th February, let's empower Meghalaya.